Hello everybody, Lady B here. There is a method to my madness. That's why I'm showing you my mess. But first of all, I want to tell you that I have had a major miracle. Well, I'll call it a miracle anyhow. I have found my camera. I told you all that I had misplaced it when I went up to meet bears here in Columbus. I was so tired when I came home, I don't even remember taking it out of the van. But I know it was in there. But where I found it, I have been racking my brain. I've been going over the steps, everything that I've done when I came home, when I was up there, everything. Last night, I was sitting there at the computer and I was going through my mind everything, every step. And I had forgotten that I had taken some hand sewing. And I did actually have time to do a little bit while I waited on them to show up. I knew I was going to be early. I try to be early for everything. But anyhow, I had put the camera down in that bag. And when it hit me, it was within arm's reach. So I was very happy. But it had gone dead, so I had to charge it overnight. But anyhow, I am back. Anyhow, there is a reason I'm showing you my mess. And that is all my, well, no, not even a little bit of my fabric. Anyhow, besides this fabric that you see, that whole can is full of fabric. There's fabric over there. There's fabric over here. I have 2 more cans in my pantry room full of fabric. And yes, Bears here did give me a tote more. I didn't really need it, but it's different fabric, and there's a lot I can do with the things with. Anyhow, this video that I am making, I'm making it, and we're going to headline it called Homestead Makers Collaboration. Okay, this was started by Sweet Pea Farm NY. Okay, they want to do a little bit of advertising for the small YouTubers. Well, some of them can be large YouTubers, but anyhow, it's things that they make and try to sell for a little bit of extra money. And everybody has been after me for a very long time to start advertising and start selling some of the things that I make. So I gathered up well, I won't say a bunch, I'll say a fraction of the stuff that I'm making right now. I have got a craft show to do December the 7th, so I'm busy getting that done. But anyhow, go over to Sweet Pea Farm NY and check out the playlist. It's supposed to be uploaded on November the 1st, which is tomorrow. Oh, happy Halloween to everybody. Anyhow, try to shop small. The mom and pop stores, help out your own community of homesteaders, gardeners, and such. But there's a lot of people on YouTube that do make things and sell them. So you need to check them out and see what they've got to offer. But anyhow, I'm going to show you right now a little bit about what I've been doing. And I've got a lot more that's in the works, but there's a lot more that I can't show you. But anyhow, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've been doing. So anyhow, right here I've got on the couch, I've got those floral things there. They're cups and saucers with flowers in. I'm going to make some especially for Christmas, and I haven't even started on those yet. But anyhow, here are some pot holders. They're little tiny pot holders that I've been working on. Let me show you what they are. Ooh, there's that wind we're supposed to be getting. Anyhow, that's what these are. They're just for your fingers and your thumb. They're real tiny. They're real cute. But anyhow, I have a ton of these. Go show you a little bit about what they are. And then over here, I've got a bunch laying out. But I haven't decided whether I'm going to make any more than that or not for the craft show. I think they've got just about everything right there. So I think I've got 20 of them right there. But we'll see if I get time to do any more. But anyhow, I'm going to close off right now because I've got to go to a different room. And we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Some of these are work in progress. Some are not finished. For these things up here, they are little earbud holders. And they just unzip, if I can do it with one hand. And you put your earbuds in here. And there is a keychain at the top. So you just put your earbuds in there or whatever. And carry it around with you. Attach it to your keys or whatever. You'll always be within reach. And these are pin cushions. I have probably 7 more. I think I got 10 of them done. But anyhow, they are weighted on the bottom. They have a little rice pack at the bottom. I'm all the time carrying my pin cushions everywhere, and I always had to worry about where to find to grab it from the end. So anyhow, I did this for myself. And then after I got it done, I thought, I bet those would sell. But anyhow, they're easy just to pick up and go. And okay, let me see if I can keep you in a frame where it's not going to be bad. And I will show you the one that I use myself. Sorry about shaking. Okay, this one right here is the one that I use and keep here. That was my first one that I did, but I use this, and it's so easy just to grab and take wherever you're working. But anyhow, those are the 3 that I've got, and I've got 7 more over here done. But these are pot holders. They're the Amish folded star. Now this one is finished. That one's finished. And I think, well, no, this one over here is finished. This one is almost like the ones that I made for Biddy Boo's mother. I made her an apron, and I think there was 4. Yeah, I think 4 pot holders. I made 2 like this, and I always make 2 regular ones because everybody says that these are too pretty to use and get dirty and grimy and greasy. So everybody usually hangs them up for decoration, and I make them 2 more so they can use them. But anyhow, I have Betty Boop over here. They got frogs up here. And this is just a pretty pattern. This one up here is not done. I've got it pinned, ready to do the handwork on. And then I have these. This is a pair. And this is what it looks like before I get it cut out. I mean, everything is here, and it's even backed. But I have to cut that out and put the bias tape around it. And I've got this one. And yeah, I got my notes here, what it needs. And I've got this one for here for Marshall University. It's our school right here in town. They're got to be finished. And then I have this one. I made Jana some like this. And there's that one. It's a different kind of a pattern, but they still kind of go because they've got the paw prints and the dog bones. But anyhow, they all kind of sort of match. Then here's some more of the earbud holders. And then these are a work in progress. They're little hearts, and they use, if I can do it without sticking myself. Oh, yes, I did stick myself too. Okay, they're the little hearts, but you put your fingers and your hands down in there, and you just use it like this. But anyhow, there's those. And here is some more up here. I do have one in the kitchen that I made myself the first time. But I just wanted to see if it would work, and it did, so that's why I started making some more. But anyhow, we're going to change rooms again. And I want to show you my newest pastime, I'll say. But I am really enjoying doing these. So we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we're back. And yes, this is a blank wall. I just want to show you all what I've been working on. I made one especially for the guy that I've been seeing. I made it for him for his birthday, and I made it out of his and his kids' birthstones. And I'll have to bring up a picture on the computer because I forgot to put it on video before I gave it to him. But he was very touched and a little emotional that I gave so much effort and thought into his birthday present. But anyhow, I'll show you here. These are, if I can get them all in the picture, this is what I've got done so far besides his. And I'll go up and show you a close-up. This one I just got finished with. Matter of fact, I had to go buy some gold chain. But I've got a little owl right there. Anyhow, there's that one. And this is red, white, and blue. And it has a little tag that says made with love. I couldn't find a whole lot of charms. The stuff is very limited to what you can find. And also I've got that. That is made from little chips of white, pink, and green opals. But they're just chips. They're not beads. They're chips. Those are more expensive than the beads. Anyhow, this one up here is done in green and whites. That's just the right size. Let me put my hand up here. That's just the right size, maybe to hang from your mirror in your vehicle. But you got to be aware, some states will not let you hang stuff from your mirror. Here where I live, they don't say anything. I leave my handicap placard hanging up there all the time, but I have to watch myself when I go off to other states. Like Michigan. I always have to make sure I take mine down in Michigan. But anyhow, I know that there's states around the United States that will not permit anything hanging. So check with your state before you hang anything. And then there's this one. The craft show that I'm going to is Everything West Virginia University. So this yellow is the only thing that I can find. Their colors are gold and blue. So this is as close as I could come at the time. And they've got a little owl hanging from right here. But these are pretty. And I'm going to try to do one in every season. Now this is a 7-inch ring. This is a 3 1/4 inch ring. These two are 6-inch rings. And this one is a 7-inch ring. And hold on to your hats, people. I'm going to turn around and show you the mess on my table. Do you all have a messy table like that when you're working on something? Well, there you go. I didn't hide it. There it is. There's no sense in putting it up and then having to dig it all back out again. Anyhow, these are the beads that I found for my autumn or fall sun catcher. Oh, by the way, these over here on the wall over here are called Tree of Life sun catchers. Okay, now here is one that I've just started, and I've got to form the branches and stuff. I just put the hangers on here, so I've got to form the branches. The trunk here on the not trunk, the roots are here, and then I'll start up here and form the different limbs and stuff. But anyhow, I've got all kinds of beads over here and over here. And this was a spice rack. Anyhow, it's so heavy right now it won't hardly spin. But I had that in a pile. I was going to donate it to a thrift store. Then when I started making these, I thought, that would make a good good supply case for beads. So that's what I've got in there. And a lot of them are scattered around right here. There's my red, white, and blue ones. And this is for my chains and jump rings and stuff like that. But anyhow, right there is my mess. And I've also got, there's my need to buy list. But there's my stuff too. These are my gold jump rings that I just got. Or no, those are silver. Sorry about that. Anyhow, I've got all these. These are 10-inch rings. And I'm really reluctant to use these because they are so big. But if I do, and these beads over here should work out just fine if I can find the right colors to do them with. These beads I went to Hobby Lobby and they had them on clearance for 49 cents a container. Now there was more in this container, and I think this one and a little bit of red down in the bottom of this one that's got white was 2 different container fulls. So that wasn't bad. But I don't have the right kind of colors to put together, so I'll have to see if and when I even use these gold rings. But I've got 2 silver and 2 gold. So we'll see. I don't know. I was going to do one for myself. But, you know, and how it goes, you always get stuff last, even if you ever do anything for yourself. But anyhow, these keys over here, I have got glitter on them. And I might show you later on what I'm doing with those. But I did that with fingernail polish. But anyhow, that's just a little bit of what I'm doing right now. But I'm really, really, really proud of these. They take a lot of time and a lot of effort and a whole lot of eye strain. Oh, when I did mine for my feller, I ended up getting an eye injury. I took a wire across my eye. And I went down to Med Express, and she said I was very lucky that I missed the colored part of my eye. She said by about 1 millimeter. She said I was really lucky. But it's okay now. It's not stinging or burning or anything anymore. But anyhow, let me end you with a couple of close-ups here. I'm really proud of these. They turned out really good. Oh, I can't close out yet. I got to show you one on the computer screen that picture I took of the first one that I made. This one sparkles quite a bit, doesn't it? Alright, I'm going to go find the picture on the computer and I'll be right back. Okay, here's the picture of the Tree of Life sun catcher that I made first. And I tried the beads. They're not beads, they're chips. Birthstone chips is what they are. I tried these in every which way that I could to make it look the best that I could. But yes, it has silver and gold wire in it. I tried to decide whether to do it in silver or gold. I did it because he likes silver and gold jewelry both. So that's why I decided to do it that way. And I think it turned out pretty good. But anyhow, on the beads, or not beads, but birthstones, I tried every way I could and I just decided to put them in order of birth. I put his birthstones in it and then the order of birth of his kids. The black ones is black tourmaline. That is one of his birthstones. And I told him, I said, you all are all about your kids. I said, you raised them by yourself. I said, you're all about the kids. I said, that's why I put your birthstone first and then put them in order of birth. And then I put the black tourmalines all over the place because that's where he is. He is all over the place with his kids. He is totally dedicated to his kids. And he has my utmost respect because of that. But anyhow, this is it for this video. And I will talk to y'all later. Thank you to Sweet Pea Farm NY for doing this. And I'm going to have to get this uploaded so that they'll have it. So y'all take care, stay safe, and we'll see y'all next video. Bye. Everybody stay warm.